Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Carly Stong. My pronouns are she and her. I'm so glad that you're joining me here today. This is a practice that I designed to support us through loss and grieving, and the practice is going to be done mostly on our backs, lying down on the floor or even in your bed, and it's intended to support and nourish you in a very non-confrontational way. So gather up all of the comfort props that you'd like, pillows or blankets, get nice and cozy. I'm going to be using a strap as an option during this practice. So if you have a yoga strap, you could also use that. But if you don't, you could use any belt that you have around the house. Once you have a hold of those, if you could adjust them so that you turn the strap or the belt and buckle them into a little bit of a loop, even if you have the excess tail there. And the loop that you make, it's probably going to be about the same width as your shoulder to shoulder. So go ahead and grab those props. If you'd like, you could grab a chair, or you could do this on the floor alongside your couch or your bed. Grab some blankets and we'll get started. As I mentioned, we're going to start today lying on our backs in a supported sort of version of legs up the wall. So go ahead and make your way there now. You could use blankets behind your head if you feel any sort of compression or tension in the back of the neck. I'm going to scooch my seat relatively close to the base of the chair so that when I swing my legs up, my calves are well supported. Might take a little bit of adjustment. I like to have the chair tucked right into the behind my knees. Some people, if that lifts your seat off the ground or creates any sort of strain in your back, you could slide the chair further away so the knees aren't as close to over the hips. And then to help support us in relaxing even more, we can grab those straps or belts that we've turned into a loop and just loop them around the thighs. And then adjust the loop that you've made so that it supports whatever distance you'd like to hold your legs apart. You could be closer to the knee or closer to the hip or midway, it doesn't really matter. But the intention here is once you've strapped the thighs, that you can completely relax your legs. If the floor feels a little hard beneath you, you're welcome to just roll to the side and use a blanket to create a little bit of padding. And if it feels like the weight of your body feels heavy on your chest, just bring your torso up, bring yourself to a little bit of like an L-shaped sit, so that your hips are still on the ground, but you've got some support sort of in an inclined position, so your head is just higher off the ground. Your arms can be resting on the belly, elbows heavy to the floor. They could be resting palms up or turning your palms down to the floor. You could leave your eyes open or let them close. Just take a moment or two here to feel like your muscles are softening away from the bones. Make any adjustments that you need. This is just one option. The intention here is that your body feels supported and at rest. Having your legs elevated in this supported way means that we can imagine all of the energy of our body pooling around our heart. Breathing in fresh, oxygenated opportunity, breathing in future, breathing in potential, and letting go through the exhales. If you're not already, bend your elbows And place the hands along the sides of the body, keeping the elbows connected to the floor. As you breathe in, see if you can fill underneath your hands with your breath so that it feels as though you're breathing into the in between each rib cage. Breathing in and out through the nose if you're comfortable doing so, or maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing the rhythm and the depth of your breath to be whatever it is that your body needs. Turning your mind off from the breath and letting the body be breathed here. As you continue to notice a slight inhalation underneath your palms, see if you can send a little breath down into the floor beneath you. So here we can imagine breathing 360 degrees into the back, into the belly, into the side ribs. Slow, deliberate breaths, if you're able to do so. Imagine as though your legs are heavy, weighting down into the sacrum, right at the base of your tail. And connect your mind to every part of your body that's making contact along the back line, the back of the head, neck, shoulders, the back of your arms, down your back, all the way to the sacrum, the backs of the legs and the heels. Imagine yourself sinking into warm or cool sand, fully supported. If any of the practices that I'm introducing to you today feel nourishing and like exactly what you need, feel free to stay there for the rest of the practice. Feel free to let your own self-knowledge be the best teacher today. You're also welcome to follow along as we continue to try and soothe and comfort the body. You're welcome to join me in taking the palms together and just slowly starting to rub some friction between the hands, going as quickly as you'd like to create a little bit of warmth. And then cupping the palms like you were holding bowls in your hands, placing the heels of the hands on the tops of your cheeks, the pinky fingers along the bridge of the nose, and the fingertips along the hairline, so that you're not putting pressure on the eyes, but you've got the hands, both hands over the eyes, the sinuses, the scalp. And taking your palms away now, we're just going to sweep the hands gently across the head, down towards the ears, sweeping across the face, down towards the neck, sweeping the chest, almost like you're shedding your skin or your coat. Taking one arm and sliding the hand down the arm on all four sides towards your heart with just a little bit of pressure. You're sort of just moving the skin ever so slightly, almost like you're trying to shed anything that doesn't serve you off of the surfaces of the body. Bring your palm, just one hand, up on the belly on the right, over across the top and down on the left, and make some circles here. Up on the right, across just below your chest, down on the left, and across the belly, down low from left to right. So making these circular motions with just a little bit of pressure, again, just enough to move the skin. While you breathe. And then allowing yourself to come back to that grounded, centered place where we started. The palms can rest on the belly, wherever they're comfortable on the ground, palms up or down. Notice how you're feeling here and see if you can introduce a little more ease into your body. Imagine like somebody just increased gravity by 5%. In a moment, we're going to make our way out of this shape with the legs on the chair. So just pause right where you are in stillness, telling your brain that we're about to move so that the nervous system can start to prepare. And leaving your upper body as heavy as you can, just slowly start to slide your knees in towards you so that you can unbuckle or slide that strap off of the legs. Take your time. There's no need to do this in any glamorous way. Once you have the strap off of the legs, you can roll over to one side nice and slow, using your exhalation to fill the back of your body as you roll to one side and rest here for a moment or two. We're going to stay in a side-lying position if that's comfortable for you. If side-lying isn't comfortable, you're welcome to move onto your back or your belly or even come to seated. But just take a moment or two to maybe move your chair out of the way, to use your props however you'd like to support you. I'm going to take the blanket that I had on top of my chair and just place it on top of my bottom leg, so that I've got a little support between the knees. And then I'm gonna bring the blankets that I had behind my head just a little bit higher so that it doesn't feel like my head's dropping to the floor. You're also welcome here if you'd like to use another heavy blanket across your side or cover with a blanket, of course. Just take some time to shift and adjust here until you feel comfortable. And then with your top arm, you could have something that you're hugging, like a bolster or a thick blanket. You could reach the arm up towards the ceiling, kind of let it hang in the shoulder blade with gravity. If you do have a heavy blanket to place over your side, I like to take my top arm and just place it on top of my body and then put a heavy blanket on top of that. And here's a little insider tip. Sometimes when I'm practicing by myself, I'll just take my arm, and put it all the way down my pant leg. Nobody's around, it's just me. You could do that if you'd like. Just find a place where you feel comfortable and supported here. And this posture for me feels like one that protects my heart. It feels like one where I can move into a quiet conversation with myself. I can kind of turn the world off for a moment and give my body, my mind, my emotional self exactly what it needs. Your eyes could be open or they could be closed. Maybe visualizing in your mind's eye a place that brings you comfort. And that could be right now in this moment. That could be a place you've traveled to or dreamed about. It could be real, it could be imagined. Wherever that is, place yourself fully in that space. Smell the smells around you. Feel the warmth or the coolness on your skin. Hear the sounds. Surround yourself in an imagined sensory experience of this place. With every inhalation, bringing in an energy of safety, maybe in your mind's eye, repeating to yourself, I am safe. And as you breathe out, letting go of tension or holding or any obstacles to that feeling of safety. Imagine that just with the breath, you could take in energy and lightness and anything that you need in this moment. And as you breathe out, you could let go in just even minute ways of the heaviness, of the heartache, of the loss. Breathing in safety, passively exhaling. I am safe. I am safe. Repeating this to yourself if you'd like for the next few moments until you hear my voice bringing you out of this practice in a couple of minutes. Noticing your next exhalation. And on your inhalation, start to blink your eyes open. Feeling into the ground beneath you. Place one hand in between the eyebrows, just on the temple, on the forehead rather. Place your other hand on your heart. Letting go of your mantra, your repetition of words, and allowing yourself a moment or two to be present with what is in this moment. Give yourself time, patience, tenderness, and compassion. We're going to slowly start to make our way out of this shape and into any comfortable shape you'd like, maybe seated or even just rolling to the other side. Checking in with yourself again here. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. I hope that you find some ease, some calm, and some time. Sending you all of my love, and I'll see you again soon.